Hello Gemini, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of May 2017. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career goals and aspirations, your finance, health and well-being, of course your relationship dynamics. So the first thing you do have around you in connection with your home and your family, look, you've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So this tells you there's a few little surprise events or situations that may be cropping up. They're not showing anything negative. It just could mean that out of the blue you've got visitors knocking on the door. It could be that you're just deciding you want to make some spontaneous changes. I just kind of feel like they're just saying keep things flexible. You never know. Don't dig yourself in too deep with plans and schedules and goals, because they could be changing at the last minute. You may be finding you're dealing with a lot more correspondence or news, maybe keeping a lot more busier on the phone, trying to get matters into order or sorting things out. However, I feel a surprise outcome or some wonderful opportunity to be able to look at things and see it as being a beautiful blessing which is about to arise. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, look, you've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This generally talks about anxieties or fears which may be unfounded. This could have a lot to do with the fact that you've been very concerned about your current employment or changes that may be going to be taking place, and there may have been a lot of discussions underlining this, but no one's really popped out and said anything. So this month you kind of find that everything works in quite fine. You've got enough time and energy to do what you need to do. You may be finding that the workplace gossip actually kind of clears the air a little, because you start to see for yourself that everything is going to be fine. Now, for those that are looking for work, of course, if you've been anxious about re-entering the workforce or making changes, depending on what you've been through previously, whether you're forced into a redundancy, okay, whether your job positions change, you've just graduated, whatever it is, I feel this month really opens up some fantastic opportunities for you to get in touch with the skills that you already have, but also expanding these. And you may be finding that there is great stepping stones to getting this happening, whether it's another little course, whether it is a temporary role or some training that helps open up that avenue for you and just gives you that little bit of self-confidence and reassurance. But I feel it's going to be quite a positive time. In connection with your finances, okay, look, you've got the King of Cups sitting here. So this means that you've got a lot of sensitivity around your financial areas, but I feel it's more like as if what I can do for others. So you may be finding that you're, spending a little bit more time and energy making someone feel pampered or happy or a lot more settled within themselves. And you may be doing this by sharing some financial abundance. Now, for others that don't have that financial abundance to share, you get a lot more understanding, and this could mean that it's returned to you. Things that you've done in the past may be returned back to you, okay, in a way that it makes you feel special and supported and so forth. This is a really great time to go and approach a banker or an accountant or something that like this, because you've got a lot of understanding and a lot of answers that will help open doorways, which can help with that financial abundance or settling any financial agreements that you have been looking to do. Okay, in connection with your health and your well-being, look, you've got the Six of Swords sitting here. This is fantastic. It tells you you're progressive, energetic. You're going to be finding that anything that you can do, you'll do it quite quickly. You want results and you want them now. This is going to be very beneficial to you because it means you've got the positivity happening in the head here. You've got the energy within the body to be able to keep up, but you're starting to see the progress happen, which keeps you keen, okay? And that's what this is also very strongly connected to. Now, because this gravitates around the 6th house, look for areas such as lower pelvic, in and around the bowel area, okay? Make sure you're getting enough fiber and enough, rehydration of the body there. This is a fluid card as well, but it just could mean that you're deciding I'm going to do swimming or water aerobics, or I'm going to drink more purified water or vitamin water or things like this. Whatever you're putting into the system, I see really good results, okay? Great advice coming through, but fantastic results at the end. In connection with your relationship areas, look, you've got the this is normally the Tower, but in my deck it's called the Change. And what you will find is that in this month there's a lot of spontaneity, a lot of last minute decisions being made. Look, things may not always be nice and smooth. You may have a few little crinkles to iron out. However, what I do feel is that this is going to generate a time of strong energy towards getting results. And you will bang heads, but you will come up with with some really workable solutions. Now, for some, this is holidays, relocation, changes within the work areas or the dynamics, or changes within the home, such as people leaving and coming and so forth. But for everybody else, this may be just about the fact that you've known that there's a bit of a challenging time, but if you put both your heads together, you've got some fantastic results coming out of it. For those that are single and looking, look, this month is a lot more freer. So you're going to be finding that you could be saying, all of a sudden, I'm going to take a trip. All of a sudden, I'm going to do something. Or somebody actually declares how they're feeling, and you're just blown away with it. It's not saying it's a negative, but it's also saying that you're kind of going to, sit down and reprocess this. I feel you've got some really good opportunities to be bowled over this month, okay, where love is concerned. And I feel like the universe is kind of pushing you to kind of get outside and your comfort zones, or do things a little bit differently, so that you can enjoy the energy what this month has to hold. So it's like as if, don't plan things too tightly, leave it open, and I feel you've got some fantastic opportunities around you for re-establishing great relationships, okay, or even opening up new ones. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to move on to our next Tarotscopes.